Hello everyone. Oh, the camera's way off there, isn't it? Let's move that over a bit. Ah, it's all gone wrong. Oh, we're good. Apologies for the delay in starting. Been a bit hectic getting things going here, but we're here, we're live, and we are doing something a bit different today. So, like a couple of weeks ago, I started doing the game night thing because I found myself not having any time to actually play games. So I thought, why not do it live with you guys? But simultaneously, I also had the thought of I don't actually get time to actually work on my own game that I've got been trying to do. So I'm so busy doing one-to-one, so busy doing live streams, videos, so much stuff. I just didn't have time for it. So this is an opportunity for me to work on it live in front of you guys and reveal it from its very early, and this is very early in its conceptual phase, right up to its hopefully a finished product years down the line. So a few things while it's loading up. I'm just waiting for it to load up. I've got chat open, so hello everyone in chat. Welcome for everyone joining us. Yes, we know lighting's not optimal. We know it's not great. I had to rush, but we're here. If you don't know, I should do this all in my kitchen at the moment. So it's a matter of, it's all temporary, so it has to all go down, it has to go back up. Pain in the butt. So it's difficult. Never mind. Hopefully that'll change in the new year. We're going to start looking at trying to get a room together to do this stuff in. So we're now here, and one thing before we get started, I want to remind people that the offer at the moment for the bundle of 4 private sessions is on discount until the new year. So you've got until January 1st if you want to take advantage of that and pre-order 4 private one-to-one sessions. Details all on my website. Please do check them out. I'm sweating like mad. I'm rushing around. Anyway, hello everyone. Hello ID Crafter, Indecision. Hello Corey, Byron. Hello. Sweet. Okay. So let's jump in. I'll talk you through what my game is and explain what the hell it is and what we're doing with it. So bear with for me to get started here. Okay, let's bring that over. Woo, warm. Okie dokie, so here we are. So my game idea. So my game is a 3D platformer inspired by like the Banjo-Kazooie type collectathon games. So Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favourite all-time games, and I wanted to try and make my own one of that. So that's what we're trying to do. Now, I've planned it out, most of it. It's a matter of now trying to build it all together, so that's what we're going to do live with you guys. So tonight I want to explain what the project is, what our goals are with the project, and where is it going to end up. Now, do I expect to finish the whole game? No. What I do hope to do though is to get enough of a prototype together to start approaching investors and applying for funding to hire in some artists to help me out, because art is the thing that takes a long time and I'm not that great at it. So it'd be great to get some artists involved to do some modeling for me to put this game together. And it's something that's really cool, something a neat idea that I had, and I really wanted to try and make it. So my plan is to try and develop most of the game as a playable thing. Ideally one world, but then take it to like investors and try and get publishers involved and try and get someone to invest in the project, and so we can continue it and finish it off with actual artists, audio people, so on and so forth. But we're going to try and make as much of it as possible. So what is the game? So as I said, the game is a 3D platformer inspired by Banjo-Kazooie. So expect yourself going around to different levels collecting things. And the premise of the game is that you play a teenage girl called Aurora, who is named after my own daughter. And she is like an adventurous explorer type person. But more importantly, she's a amateur astronomer. So this game is all about stars and space and things like that. So the idea of the game is, the premise of the game is that a darkness, a bad guy, evil force, typical cliche force, has taken over multiple worlds. It's the stars are blinking out of the night sky, and you come across a fallen star called Polaris. Polaris will aid you and help you travel to different worlds to restore and collect the stars, ultimately restoring the captured and corrupted Zodiac godlike creatures. So the motive for the bad guy is they're going around trying to. They have taken all the Zodiac, the 12 Zodiac, and either captured them or corrupted them. The corrupted ones, spoiler alert, are going to be bosses. The captured ones are just in cages you have to go find how to open. So the idea is that you collect these stars by completing challenges around the worlds, and you use those stars to complete constellations of new zones. So you go up to a special place where you place the stars in the sky, you draw the lines up, and it makes a new pathway, a new gateway to a new world. And you travel to that new world, solve more problems, get to the thing, and ultimately collecting loads of stuff, new abilities, and so forth. So really cool, nice things like that. So that's the basic premise of the game. The style of the game is like Banjo-Kazooie, like cartoony, open, fun, interesting game. And the worlds, there are 4 main levels and 1 hub world. 5 if you include the last level, boss fight, but not really a level, it's just a boss arena. So the 4 levels, the first one is a Viking based world, which is Vikings mixed with earth giants and rock giants, and it's called, what do I call it? I call it the Echo Fjords rather. So it's a very Viking based one. The second one, which is probably my favourite idea, is a swamp based steampunk pirate base. So the swamps are like giant mushrooms and things, spore-like creatures, intertwined with a steampunk pirate aesthetic. Very Star Warsy meets World of Warcraft type fantasy level. The third world is a beach island thing, which is sort of volcanic and covered in ice as well, and it's got the two clashing together and doing stuff like that. And the fourth one is an asteroid belt mining facility. So it's all like industrial, where you have to travel between different floating asteroids and stuff like that. Now, the reason why there's those 4 worlds is, if you don't know this, the Zodiac are kind of split up into different elements. So you've got the earth, fire, water, air elements. And these sort of represent that. So the fjords represent earth, the swamp represents water, the island with volcanoes and all that represent fire, and the asteroids represent air. And you collect the Zodiac, and that takes you to the final boss fight, which is at the Pantheon of the Zodiac, which is basically just a circular arena where you fight the last boss, which is called Eclipse. Eclipse is the last boss. And as I say, he's trying to suck all the stars out of the night sky. You've got to restore the stars. And Polaris is this cute little star character that follows you around, helps you out, and you gain abilities to work with Polaris to stop the bad guys. Simple as that. So let's talk about, does it all the levels, cool, does it order of the levels would affect? I'm guessing the level is all linear. So you do levels in the order, but you can go back with later abilities to access more stars. You don't have to collect all the stars to beat the game. You only need a handful, and you can always go back and try and 100% it, and so forth. So, what the gameplay is like, though, so far. So there's Polaris, little star character that follows you around. And it's a little basic AI character that just follows you around like so. So I've been working on getting the jumping feeling right, and this is my dev test environment, to make sure I can run up slopes and working out what level of slopes I can run up, so forth. Can't walk up this one. Obviously these ones I can't. I've been testing out jump heights and jump gaps. So can I jump between these? Yep. So I'm measuring the gaps between each of the jumps. So I can do double jump and reach that. So that's my double jump test. And I'm doing those sort of things to work out, like when I do plan out the levels, what kind of spacing can I get away with, what kind of jumps abilities can I do, and so forth. So you get a little double jump there with a bit of stardust shooting you up in the air. We've got height jump tests, like so. So I can't get up this one, but I can crouch, even though I've only got a crouch animation, and then launch myself in the air. So there's a little particle effect gathering underneath my feet. like that, and I'll let go. I can launch myself in the air like that. Okay, so we've got a standard like crouch jump, like crouch down and launch up, and it's like a launch with a star. And the idea is that Polaris would help you with all this stuff. So Polaris will put itself underneath your feet and then push you up to get that extra launch and all the other stuff as well. So when you do double jump, Polaris puts herself underneath you and you jump up on Polaris. There's also an ability where you turn into a star. And I've forgotten what key I assigned this to. Was it F? Tab? No, what did I put it to? C? E? I've got an aim, so you can like aim and target enemies and hit them with the enemies. Your weapon, by the way, is a telescope that you swing. But you also have, I forgot what key I put it on. Is it 1? Yeah, it's 1. So 1 turns you to a star temporarily, which increases your speed and, more importantly, makes you go up ramps. So you can go up higher ramps. So steep ramps are not your problem when you're a star. And also when you're a star, if you were to push, what I push again? So I've been testing with a controller, and I got my controller with me today. What key was it? Boost. There's a boost button. Was it crouch? No. Now let's have a look at inputs. I can't remember what I've done now. There's a boost button, so when you're in that star, you can boost and you can push yourself through cracked walls and things like that. All very basic platformy stuff. Star form. Ouch. Maybe it was attack I was trying to do. And I explained why I did it like this as well. Yeah, there you go. So bush, you can go star, plow, and you go through the air. So the reason why I wanted to do things like this is my philosophy behind it is I want ability to be multifaceted. So for example, when you go into star form and go up here and push boost, not only is that an attack, but it allows you to cross greater distances as well. So you can use it to do extra cool platforming and speed running type tricks and things like that. The idea is to support like speed running type hacks where you can jump gaps that you shouldn't be able to jump. This is a little test I've done. Oh, I can't. There we go. Little test I've done where when you collect a star, it goes into a camera view and plays a thing. But yeah, never mind. So that's basically the gist of it. Sorry, really hot. So yeah, so that's kind of it. So other abilities you get and things you can collect. So in each level there will be 10 stars to collect, and you get them by like jumping puzzles, helping NPCs, little mini side quest type stuff. Whatever it is, you collect 10 of them. Alongside that, you'll also find things called twilights, and there's 5 twilights hidden in a level. Find all 5, you get a star as well. You also get Stardust, which is your main collectible for currency. And you can use Stardust to upgrade your abilities and buy abilities from moon portals. Moon portals are little statues you find in your hub world to unlock abilities. Yeah, and that's it. Currently, that's it anyway, I think. And the baddies are like little like blob-like things you'll be able to hit. They're very basic enemies, not anything special. So the first level, when you turn up, you turn up at like Stonehenge type thing, and the story of the first level, which is the one I'm going to be making, is a Viking-based one. The Viking-based level will have these giants that are attacking the Viking villagers with their throwing rocks across the fjords, like across the gaps. And you got to help them out from stop them and repair their villages and clear rubble and all that stuff. So that's basically what we're doing. So as I said, I've been doing some tests. So this is my test environment where I'm building up tests to test out the distance between gaps that I can do. So I've got a double jump gap. We've got a simple jumping gap here, so I can't skip that jump. And it's perfectly timed. So even if I were just to hold down forward all the time, I should still land on it and carry on. So the idea is that it's friendly for younger players to play as well. Other things I've tweaked is the camera's got a little bit of lag on it, so it sort of like chases the player a little bit. But I'm thinking I might want the camera to stay behind the player character for most of the time. I want to work on some camera space stuff. So at the moment, the camera is a basic, almost basic third-person template camera. So I'm going to tweak that out a little bit and make it so it follows the camera, the players behind the camera, the player's head, until it reaches certain points. And at that point, then it may want to change the camera view. So we're going to work on camera stuff today. So I'm going to make a new folder, make a new camera, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to detach the camera from the player character entirely. So I'm going to go new blueprint class and do actor and call this the player camera. And in here we're going to have a spring arm with a camera attached. God, my cat is destroying the house. Hang on, let me kick him out. There you go. There you go. Shoo. Go. He refuses to leave. Never mind. Ugh. So, what's the age range? Young teens and up. It's very similar to like Banjo-Kazooie type games. Spring arm, so there, and then the camera goes there, and we attach the camera to the spring arm. Cool. Now, spring arm, I'm going to have the same sort of settings as I've got currently on my player character. So, at the moment, we're just trying to replicate what we've got on the camera character already. Oh my god, I'm going to murder you. He's pushing his luck. 600 there. Use pawn control, rotation, enable camera lag, and I've got it set to enable rotation lag as well. And lag speed 5.5. Okay. So, we need to change that to 600. Turn that on, turn that on, 500. Compile and close that. Okay, we'll not close it, but go back to the event graph, and then on the event graph, I'm going to attach it to the player character by default. So on tick, this will be. And we are going to on tick. Actually, no, we could get away without doing a tick, I believe, actually. Oh my god. What are you doing? He's asking for beatings. Okay. I want to make a function on here. Attach camera to player. And for this, I'm going to get the player character. And we're going to attach actor to actor. And we're going to attach it to the parent actor of the player character. Location rule, rotation rule, and scale rule. We're going to change that to snap to target. Now, let's see how that looks. So I'll begin play. We'll take it to call the attached camera to player. Oh, I've actually got to turn off the camera for the player first. So delete that, and spring on component. Oh, hang on. Ah, what have I got here? This was aiming stuff. Okay, we've got to change the aiming stuff. For now, I'll disconnect aiming. There we go. Okay, on player camera, on begin play as well, I'm going to tell it to use this camera. So we need to get the player controller and set view target with blend. Can you hear my cat? My cat is going nuts. Self there. and then attach to player. So at the moment, the attach to player is working, but what's actually happening is that the spring arm is colliding with the player capsule. So the player capsule is blocking the camera. So we need to turn that off. So the player camera at the moment, the spring arm, is doing a collision test, and the probe channel is the camera. If I change that to visibility, the player character is set to ignore the visibility channel. So if I go in here, you can see I've got ignore set to visibility by default. So now that won't be affected by the player character. But the mesh it will. Hang on. Oh wait, no. You shouldn't be doing that. Visibility, probe, yep. Not hear anything else here. Ignore. Why is that not? Why aren't you connecting? Spring arm set to 600. That's correct. That's correct. If I turn off collision test. Oh no, it's still a problem. Okay. Why is it doing that? When you take to attach to character, it attaches this point. So that should be fine. I'm making a 3D platformer. So I wish I knew why this would not work. Hang on, what have I forgotten? Stop and just take the simulate instead. Oh, I hear my cat's calling all sorts of problems. I'm going to try and kick him out completely. Hang on, be right back. There you go. God's sake. What's the gameplay hook? The gameplay hook is a 3D platformer that's a collectible game. So it's like Banjo-Kazooie type game where you go around collecting things. So if it's one of my all-time favorite games, so that's what I'm trying to rip off basically. And like Mario's as well, where you collect the stars and coins, similar stuff to that. Right. So why won't this bloody thing work? Oh, I'm set to simulate, now. Camera's moving it, so why won't the camera go with that? Yep. Officious, the anti-zodiac. What the hell is that? Never heard of it. Oh, I'll look it up though. I'll do some research. When the level must be invisible, the collision of the objects is disabled as well. I don't know. Something I can't remember off the top of my head. Try it out. There's no harm in trying it out. I think it is still collidable. I think. But test it out. No harm. Right, how can I test this out? Because this rendering hidden game. Oh, wait. I'm such an idiot. I should go put it in the world first. There we go. Fucking idiot. Okay, so right, we've got camera attached to it, but it's not using anything for the player controller or anything like that. So let's go into here and let's take a look at what we've got on here. So we've got use pawn control rotation. So this is the problem because it's not attached to the pawn control rotation. It's not attached to a pawn. So if it's not, we need to do something else. So we need to okay, so for this we need to go to on a tick because this has to be a tick, and we need to set get control rotation, get controller, and then get control rotation, get control rotation. And this will be set rotation, I guess. We'll figure this out. To that. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. So it's got a bit of roll to it, but there you go. So now we've got a bit of movement. Okay, so as I said, so we've basically replicated what I want here, but I don't want it to be controllable like all the time. It should follow the player's backside most of the time. So let's go into here, and we're going to. So this doesn't actually do anything. We can turn it off, and we want collision test turned on, and. So I can go behind the wall, like so, just fine. Okay. All right, next. One thing that might be quite cool as well to do, show off, is how to do it so it projects the circle on the floor, shadow, so you can see where you're going, like very cartoony style. I need some Photoshop. Let's get some Photoshop in there. Have I ever done anything that needs multi-threading? Don't think so. I'm doing good, thank you, Yoza. Can I please make 2D tutorials? It's on my to-do list. I'm currently helping someone out with private one-to-ones with 2D stuff, so I don't mind doing it at some point. Obviously, it won't be this year. It'll be into the new year somewhere. Oh, well done, Lex, Draco. You found it. Cool. Okay, so collisions are disabled. Cool. It's interesting to know. Right, I'm going to continue working on the camera whilst Photoshop's loading. I'm going to tell it not to inherit yet roll. I don't want no rolls in it. Well, it won't inherit nothing, I don't think, because... Right, I need to turn off the roll and the tick. And I also don't think I want it to be exactly perfect with the control rotation as well. So let's turn that off. Let's try doing it with an R-interp 2 and see what it's like. So that's going to be my target. And the current is get actor rotation. Delta time is delta seconds. Interp speed we'll do as 5 to start off with. Then I'm going to split these and take just the pitch and the yaw. Leave the roll out of it, because that'll make you feel sick if you're just rolling all over the place. But I've still got a little bit of roll to it. I move it fast enough, it just does have a little bit of roll. Let's print string it. Print string. Get actor rotation. And plug that in. Oh no. Roll says it's okay. So it's very fast. Let's try to turn it down to 3. Okay. Right, let's make the little jumping circle. So for this, I need something small texture. So let's do 128 by 128. Don't need much. Background, we'll do transparent. RGB color mode. Click create. Thanks, Thummer. What version? This is 425. This one. I haven't yet upgraded to 426. Okay, so we're gonna make basically a circle and fade out its edges. So we'll do that, and we'll take it to feather. That'll do. Turn down its opacity a little bit, so do it like 70%, 80%. Yeah, we'll try that. Save as, and for now we need to go into my folder. I'll try and keep this organized. Game projects. I don't think I've got one yet. Let's make a new one. So the project name for this, by the way, is Northern Lights. That's the working title. I don't like it 100% yet, but things might change. Okay, so player shadow, and we'll make that a PNG and click save. Okie dokie. And let's bring that in here. So we'll make this in the third person character folder here. And we'll put it, in fact, let's just make a new folder whilst we're here. Player. And we'll do some texture folder. Import in. Do that. Okay, make that a material. Player shadow matte. And then on the player character, we're going to have a decal. And the decal is going to be... oh, we have to turn it into a decal first. Go into here. Change the material domain to deferred decal. Blend mode to debuffer translucent normal brightness. Don't know what's going on there. Oh wait, hang on. Continue. Needs to be. Hang on. Translucent. Change the shading model. No. This one to translucent. Then this one is to there. There we go. Where is it? Okay, right, we'll move on. So, I'm going to go into my third person character. When it's finished saving. Go into here and apply that to here. So, shadow. I don't think it's working. What happened there? Right. Right, so test it out with this bit here. So I need the opacity using the alpha channel. Apply. We should see a faded circle on the floor. Bum 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 bum. Mine is a PNG which has an alpha channel in it. It should do, and so I should be able to use the opacity of it here. Let's finish compiling it. Hey, hotfix. Yeah, there you go. Right, just need to turn the shading of the off, the specular on that. So let's give it a 0 specular. There we go. And full roughness. Apply. Gotta wait for the shaders to compile again. By the way, whilst it's compiling, on Wednesday we're doing a Christmas special, and I'm doing some giveaways, prize money, like cash money giveaways. So if you want to win some money, come by on Wednesday. Giving away some money for you guys as a way of saying thank you. Okay, that's kind of what we want. Obviously a lot smaller. So let's go into our player character. And let's do this. So we need to first of all rotate this around to be that way. Then I need to also scale it down. Like so. I'm going to click on my mesh here and tell him to not receive decals. It isn't affected by it. And this decal, we're going to leave it on by default. We'll turn it off though when we are jumping around. And we're also going to turn this thing to not cast shadows as well. So you have the fake shadow only. And there's the fake shadow. So when I'm jumping, what I want to do is project it down to the floor. So we'll go, oh, not into there. Into the event graph when we are doing a jump, or not jump, what to do, what are we doing? A tick. Okay, is aiming true, done that, okay. Whoa. Don't know what that was about. In here we'll do a sequence. And this will probably change the aiming thing anyway, but never mind, we'll just do this. And then one. We'll come down here and do branch. Go is in no air falling. I can't remember what it's called. It's falling. There you go. It's falling. Character's falling. Then we want to get the floor and I can't remember what it's called now. Find floor. There you go. Find floor. And the capsule location is the actor location. So get actor location. And this outputs here a floor result. And on there we've got the floor distance and hit result here. I'm just going to split the hit result. A very long-winded way of doing this, but that's the way it goes. And in here you'll have the impact hit result location here. And we're going to set the decal to use that location. So get decal, set location, and a wild location I think this is, yep. Like so. And put that into true. I think that's it. No. I keep doing that. Find floor, hit result, location. I'm going to set the relative location really, don't I? Let's print string first of all why it's going over there. That looks like a 0, 0, 0 job. Yeah, it's outputting 0, 0, 0. Oh my god, keep doing that. Delete that. Well, what's the difference between sequence and branch? Branch will only do one of the options, where sequence will do all of them. That's basically it. That should. Don't know why it's reporting 0, 0, 0. Fucking hit. Let's turn off the other one that's happening on here. Don't need that anymore. Right, so the floor is only doing when we're on the floor, isn't it? That's stupid of me. Okay, so rather than do that, we'll have to do our own custom trace down. So if we're falling, we'll do a line trace by channel. Start point is the get actor location. And the endpoint is going to be actor's location plus a vector. And we're going to plus a, let's do 500 down, so minus 500. Out hit, split that, and we get hit location goes there. There it is there, okay. Now you got that sort of platformer sense of like the shadow, which is more like what you see in platformer games. The reason why you have that shadow there is so that the player knows where they're going to land. There you go. Should I use a sphere trace? We could do. Ideally, you want to use a capsule trace, really. better to use a capsule trace, I guess. Capsule trace. Capsule trace by channel. Start. End. And you make the radius and half height the same as your capsule because you're testing whether or not you can land there. So that'd be 42, 96. Split that. And hit location goes there. Cool. I'm going to turn this speed back up to like 5 because that felt weird. Walking through that. Oh wait, did I not? No, set the visibility. Let's test that out. For duration. No, for 1 frame we want. That push play. Let's change it so it uses, rather than hit location, we use trace end. No, not trace end. Yeah, trace. Let's try trace end. No. Yeah, location should work. No. No, it's gone completely. Oh. Oh wait. Right, it's moved to halfway down, so that's what we want. We'll tell that to be. I'm gonna add something to it. Add vector. Add minus whatever the size of the capsule is. So half height is 96. So minus 96. I should put it to the floor then. Yeah, there you go. Because registering the center of the capsule as the target, the location, hit location. Cool. Just make it a bit smaller, and then that's good. Perfect. Cool. It'd be a less demanding game, graphics wise. It'd be suitable for pretty much anything that can play a game. Let's say we're aiming for like Switch level. It's because it's meant to be played by many, not the hardcore gamers, so it doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to try and get as many as you can. So now I want to get the camera so they're stuck to the player's back most of the time. So we need to tell the camera to change what it's doing with rotation here. So rather than sticking to the control rotation, I want to get the player character's rotation. So get player character and we'll do get rotation. That'll be that there. So now it should be like that. So I just need to tweak the pitch one. So the pitch will take from the player controller. So get control rotation, and we're going to make a rotator. So make rotator, and I'm going to take a bit from here, a bit from here, a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. So for the player character, I want the yaw. From the pitch, I want the pitch, and the roll I can ignore that. It's fine. So now I can still do this, but the yaw is controlled by the player. So what I want to do now is make it so that when I push right or left, it doesn't just go to the cardinal directions. It will actually turn right based on the camera. So if I go to the player blueprints, go to the event graph, look at what's controlling the movement, which is here. So using control rotation. So rather than use control rotation, we're going to use the camera manager. So let's just move that out a little bit. Get player camera manager, and the camera manager is what handles all the camera work. So if you want the camera's stuff, you can get the camera manager to get that stuff. So to get player camera manager, we can get camera rotation, and we can then plug that in there instead of the control rotation. So hit compile. Now it should run basically in circles when I hold down D, like that. So obviously it's quite snappy, which is a bit too snappy. So what we're going to do here is go to the camera, change its end tap speed down here to 3. That's a bit slower. And it should be slower. Why is that not slow? If it don't tell you the game, yeah, okay. The game is a 3D platformer. It is a 3D platformer like Banjo-Kazooie type thing. The archive for this video will be up afterwards, so you can at the beginning I'll describe the story, levels, gameplay. That's all there for you, so you can check that out later. Is 3 2? Right, it's the other way around. Maybe 10 is slower. 10 slower or 3 slower? It would feel the same. 1. I'll try to not inherit anything. Maybe that's what's breaking it. Oh, it's not inherit nothing. Inherit your. We inherit your from the parent component. Okay, so it looks like the inherit of this is breaking what I want to do. If I don't use that, I'm using rotation stuff here. I want to rotate it based on the... Oh. So using actor rotation. Current, the target is the player character rotation. Yeah, that should... What? Alright, let's print string the rotation. And we'll plug that in. It's doing it, but it's not doing it. Maybe if I make spring on the root, that might help. Nope. Oh, that's slurped. That slurped fine. But that isn't. The yaw isn't lerping. So the pitch slurped. So this is working. This isn't. The yaw is just changing, but isn't actually changing. How's that working? Okay. I don't get how that could change its rotation without changing its rotation. Get actor rotation. Or another workaround I just thought of. We could do this, and we'll tell on the player character to, we can go with that, set the control rotation to be equal to the actor's rotation. So on, might do it on move forward, why not? Oh no, we do it on the other ones, the mouse inputs here. So on your here, we'll go set control rotation. Oh, that'd be on player controller, sorry. Get player controller. Set control rotation to be... I need more space. Drag that out. Set control rotation to get player controller. Set control rotation to the actor rotation. Get actor rotation. But I don't want all of it. Again, I want to do a hybrid. So I want the actor's yaw. The pitch I want to leave it as is. So I want to get the current rotation. Get control rotation. Split that. And put in the roll and the pitch. Yeah, still not doing it. I don't get it. How can it rotate without actually rotating? It makes zero sense. Let's just turn off that whole rotation stuff. It's damn cough. Theoretically, if it's attached to it, it should move and rotate with it. Because, like, if I, for example, said to this function be called an editor, and then it won't work 'cause I'm not playing a character at the moment. Bollocks. But there I am, attached to player character. Move around, but I can't. It should rotate with it. Why won't it rotate with it? It's attached to it. That's why it moves with it. Inherits. So to inherit all that stuff. Maybe that will. No, there we go. But we don't want it to be inherited like that because we want it to be slower. So have a wider turning circle. That was the issue, wasn't it? So I don't want to inherit your. I want to use absolute rotation. So on here, we want to set it to wait, rather than set active rotation, we set or add set rotation. Make it relative, maybe. Nope. If I do it with just the spring arm, I don't see that working. Nope. Nope. Hmm. Double jump. Yeah, simple. Go to the class defaults. You'll see somewhere. Oh, on the character, not on that. So on class defaults of your character, you see jump max count. There's 2. Change that whatever you want. 3, 4, 5. Right, I'm going to turn that off again. Now it's not inheriting the pitch. Oh wait, not doing nothing yet. Hang on. um, Stumped. I may have to actually put the camera on the player character, and then do other cameras around the level. I've got this working before. I swear I have. Alright, screw it. We'll just keep it on the player character. Right. So let's get this so it stays behind the player character. Right, so go to spring arm, and we'll tell it to inherit. Tell it to inherit your. I think that's that one. No. I want the spring arm to stay behind them. So I want to. Oh wait, maybe it's this one I wanted to. No. No, that's the wrong way. I'm that lost my mind. How am I going to do this? Turn that off. Then we lose the pitch. We've got the same problem that we had before. I know. I know. We are going to use the third person camera, the third camera. But rather than attach it to the player, what you do, we set view. No, it's not view target. Set. No. Set actor. No. Find. Yeah. No. Set. Yeah. Actor. Rotation. Find. Look at. Rotation. Get actor. I remember now. Well, I have done this before. You don't actually attach it. Instead, we get that. The target is going to be the actor location. The target for that, though, I want to make a variable here. So we call this one camera view target, and that'd be an actor type, which can be set there. And we'll plug that into there. So that rotates it, but hang on. We attach do this one here, but rather than do this, we do this. There we go. So got to drag it into the world. Right, so I'm looking at the camera now. So that's correct, but I need to now move it to go along with the player character. So when we attach it to player camera, we want to set actor location. And we're going to set the location here to the location of get actor location. Do that. Copy that. And paste that into here. Drag that into there. Okay. So on the tick, it's updating where we place the camera. So I just need to tell it to. Oh, hello. Right, now I need to tell it to not rotate underneath it somehow. Right. Okay. So find look at rotation. Actual location. Do that. No. Wait. Let me work out what's actually going on here. When I jump, the location of it is going with the player character, isn't it? Okay. So I don't want to change the location or the rotation to do that. So location wise, I don't want all of the floats. I just want the X and the Y. Oh. And the Z will set at, for now, 100. No. What is that? Why is it going above them? Is that the rotation doing that or the location? Okay, let's just get the location bit working. Okay, so it's the rotation that was causing the issue. When I jump, it's not a problem. Okay. Hey Ryan, what's something smart? What's the only reason to be a static mesh and a player controller at the same time to be a bouncer? I don't get it. Sorry. Right, I need to change the user control pitch. So get player controller. Get the control rotation. And we just want the pitch out of that. No, that's location, that's not rotation. Turn that off. If I leave it as 100, that's still okay, I think. No, it's clipping for the floor, isn't it? That's why. Keep it 100. Okay. Right, let's get the rotation working now. So the rotation was the problem. So rotation. Get controller rotation goes here. Right, so if I look at rotation between the player character and the camera view, camera itself. So we've got that target, got the rotation of that. So it does that by default. When I jump, it goes under. If I swap these around. No, even more trippy. Okay, so I don't obviously want all this. So I need to split this. And I want just the yaw. Possibly. Okay. That's kind of working now. Right, I just want to increase the pitch a little bit here. The pitch. This is where this goes wrong. With the pitch, isn't it? Yeah. What is it outputting? Pitch. No, minus 90. 90. Minus 90. Why would it do that? Oh, wait, yes, because it's... Right, okay. I don't want the active location. I want the location of the camera. I'm going mental. Get location.